The young generation, Gen Z, as your father, my sons and daughters, we have heard you. You've spoken very clearly. The message is home. What you started as peaceful protests, unfortunately, have been infiltrated and hijacked by criminals with criminal intent, who are now engaged in looting and creating mayhem. I want to, as a father, as a parent, to appeal to my children, my sons and daughters. Listen to us as your parents. I think if you agree, we want to plead with you to call off the protests so that criminals do not hijack them and engage in criminal activities. The president has already acceded to your plea to be heard, and you will be heard. But anytime now you call for protests, criminals with bad intent are hijacking and using that opportunity to loot, to steal, and to cause mayhem. As our children, you owe this country peace. Please consider, now that you have been heard, don't allow these criminals an opportunity to take advantage of what you had started in good faith with a message to the country, infiltrate and hijack and bring chaos to our beautiful country. That is my plea as a parent to my children. And I want to say that now that you have been heard, a mechanism is being worked on how the issues that you think needs to be addressed will be addressed. Once you call off your protests, then our security agencies will be in a position to deal firmly and decisively with criminals in accordance with the laws of this country. I want to ask our leaders, the way they have started here is a good beginning. Let's tone down. Let us bring down temperatures. Let us all build our country. We have only one country with one leader. Let us embark on peaceful coexistence among people so that we enjoy the fruits of our labor. A situation of chaos and mayhem is not conducive for people to carry on with their lives. That is my plea to all leaders in the country. It's my plea to our young generation. It's my plea to everybody to understand and appreciate that we don't have another Kenya, we only have one Kenya. And we all must do what we should to make sure that there's peace and harmony in the country so that we are able to lead a good life. Propaganda and schemes to undermine leaders and those you don't agree with. I want to say in conclusion, this is a time for reflection and action. And we need to take immediate steps, as the president has guided, and I'm very happy, to engage the Generation Z. And I want to call that generation to tell us whom to engage, because they are leaderless, they are tribeless, they have no organizational structure, but we would like to engage the right people. There could be a temptation among some young people around us in government to pick some friends of theirs and attempt to bring them for discussion. So I want to challenge our young people and salute them for their courage and conviction and the love for their motherland to come up with a structure on how they can engage government in accordance with what President William Ruto has guided this afternoon. In view of...
Is that a speaker or the Speaker of the National Assembly or even the Senate is not supposed to be leaning on any political side. And Moses Wetangula, whom we respect, has been a very big letdown to the National Assembly. We have seen him even attending these amorphous things called empowerment, ambako wanaenda wakibeba pesa na magunia, na anaenda pale Anazungumza kama kwamba yeye alichaguliwa na chama cha UDA. Hata amesahau kwamba yeye amechaguliwa kwa chama chake cha Ford Kenya, hata kama hajachaguliwa. Nimwambie pia angalie mwenzake Kenneth Marende ambaye alitangulia Justin Muturi. Although Kenneth Marende was basically supported by ODM to be speaker, but when he sat on that seat, yeye aliweza kujitoa vizuri kabisa kama speaker ambaye hakuegemea upande wowote. So we just want to challenge Moses Wetangula to be non-partisan, to conduct affairs of parliament or of the National Assembly in a way that shows that he is not partisan and that he is fair to all the sides. Na tumeona hata watu wetu kule, wale wanaounga mkono the new opposition, hawapatii nafasi kujieleza kule katika bunge, na hilo ni jambo ambalo lazima tulikemee.
He charged with banning the locals in Kikuyu and storming police stations in Dagoretti. They were arrested with no evidence, nothing, no charge, nothing. And the police went to court to say that they be given 21 days to continue with investigations. Our lawyers here, led by Gachagua and others, and I want to thank our lawyers, put up a very strong case that they need the witnesses to be identified and the facts of the case to be put before the magistrate. And in the two cases, the magistrate ruled there is nothing, there is no reason for them to be held. Moja akaachiliwa on free board, mwingine kwa cash bail ya 200,000. Huyu MP wa Kikuyu akatafuta William Ruto na akamwambia hiyo watoto wasiwachiliwe, lazima wafungwe. So polisi wakasema the only way, because now the courts have released them, there is no other way. They should be rearrested and charged with offenses under the Terrorism Act. So inside a police station, elite officers from the anti-terrorism unit came in commando style with very serious weapons, firing in all directions, and rearrested the two young people, a young girl of 24, a young boy of, I think, 28. Since yesterday, they have been held incommunicado. And we have been told that they are being tortured and forced to give false testimony against leaders, so that also those leaders can be charged with the crimes under the Terrorism Act. So mimi nakuuliza wewe, leader of majority, how? You are one of us. How can you join William Ruto to persecute our children on trumped-up charges on terrorism? How fluid is this government that ya kwamba imehangaishwa na watoto ya miaka 24? So we are saying, Senior Counsel Martha Karua and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, we are requesting, kama itawezekana, hawa watoto wawili wakipelekwa kotini hiyo ya terrorism pale Kahawa on Monday, tafadhali mkuwe pale, kwa sababu nyinyi wakimuona pale itatusaidia. Itatusaidia. And I'm shocked we are back to the Moi era. Yeah? Even my auntie aliniambia, huyu mkichagua hii mtu tutarudi pale tulikuwa wakati ya Moi. Na huyu atakuwa mbaya zaidi kwa sababu ni kijana. So, the traitors of our community, nyinyi waheshimiwa, mumeungana na William Ruto kuhangaisha jamii, kuumiza watoto wetu. It's unfortunate.